Should I not have said that?
We're gonna need to edit this. Okay.
Hi, welcome to the Table Talks podcast, a new Wessex Wire podcast about all things pop culture. I'm Eliana Rosen.
I'm Gabby Angelo.
I'm Molly Wolf.
I'm Sophia Nichols.
And I'm Francesca Lafredo.
Today we're going to talk about concerts. I feel like recently there are so many concerts going on right now. There's been a Ticketmaster craze, and we've seen it all over social media, so we're just going to break everything down.
So, concerts have always been popular, but they're especially popular in summer, and I think after going a few years without having concerts, they're getting more popular and more expensive, and this is definitely showing in ticket sales.
Mm-hmm. I think both artists and fans are really excited to get back in arenas and in stadiums. So it feels like every time I open Instagram, there's another person like announcing that they're going on tour.
Yeah.
So Taylor Swift recently just performed her first show in Arizona, I think.
Glendale, Arizona.
Yeah, so what did we hear?
So her show is the longest show she's ever done. It was 3 hours and 13 minutes and 44 songs.
That's a lot.
Which I think is insane.
Yeah.
I think that the way that she split up her set list between albums was smart in the sense of like her doing the more popular songs and the more popular albums, and what she did with Evermore surprised everybody.
Yeah.
Because people thought she was going to completely neglect the album, and she actually ended up doing like quite a few songs from that album. But I also think that she very obviously favors some albums over others in the way of like there's one song from Speak Now, there's one song from Debut which didn't even get performed the second night, and then there's like 5 from Folklore and like 6 from Midnight. So I think that she should switch it up more in the sense of like the way that she varies between songs and albums and the different arenas that she goes to.
But I also think she's favoring the albums she owns, which is smart.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, I also think you're definitely getting your money's worth because the demand is
100%.
definitely high for those tickets, but at least you're seeing like everything, which is like, yeah.
Yeah, like Harry Styles, like when he would do like specific songs on certain nights, it would be like, but when Taylor does it, she like does it specifically so that like you're really getting your money's worth, and even though they are a lot of money, it is a lot of money to buy, like you're gonna get like all the songs, but like some nights for like certain concerts you don't get your money's worth.
So when is she coming to like New Jersey, New York?
Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, so that's when she's coming to MetLife.
I will be there.
So speaking of Taylor Swift, do you think like highly priced tickets are worth it for this like big show?
I think for Taylor Swift specifically, I think it depends. If you were to buy like these resale tickets, which are literally thousands of dollars, like I don't know if that's worth it, but I think a couple $100, depending on what you can spend. But
and if whether or not you really like the artist.
Yeah.
But for Taylor Swift's tour, it's literally from start to finish almost 5 hours because she has 2 openers. And I also think the people who are opening for her are people who go on their own headlining tours.
Yeah.
Like not all of them, but a lot of the people who have been opening for her are people that her fans would go see on their own. So they're kind of getting 3 concerts for the price of 1, even though that price is really high. So I do think you are getting bang for your buck with this tour because you're just getting so much Taylor content and also other artists as well.
Who is opening for her?
She has a bunch of different openers. I know some of them are Gracie Abrams, Phoebe Bridgers, Gail, Paramore, and she has a bunch more.
I think that both Paramore and Phoebe Bridgers are like huge artists on their own. I mean, excusing like Gracie Abrams and Gail, who are very new and they would start as openers, but Phoebe Bridgers has her own concerts and so does Paramore, and I think that I agree with Eliana in the sense of like they are putting on a show of their own as well.
Yeah, definitely. So speaking of like tours, Drake and 21 Savage also released that they're going on It's All a Blur tour. The tickets just went on pre-sale, and they're literally astronomical. So I looked, and if you don't want to sit in the back row, like the back of the arena, it's like $500 for one ticket. It's like
That's
insane.
really crazy.
Insane.
Yeah, it's like insane.
And that's like during the pre-sale, not even like resale tickets.
Right.
But I think what tends to happen is when shows get closer, the ticket prices go down. Like I saw that for Taylor Swift's first tour. The first show, the day before her first show, there were some tickets for like $150, which they weren't the best seats, but still prices have gone down so much. And so I'm sure that'll happen with any singer.
I feel like though, for if it's not an artist that you really really like I wouldn't spend the money on that.
Yeah.
I
Like,
agree.
Like Taylor Swift, I like, but I would not spend that much money on that.
No,
Not like $500, but like Drake, I would not spend that much money on
Well,
that.
I think Drake has not gone on tour in like 6 years, and he just dropped 2 albums in like past 2 years, past 1 year. So I think that's why like a lot of people really want to see him, and it's gonna be like insane. I think he's gonna play a lot of the classics too. So
I recently saw SZA, and it was the same way because she hasn't toured in like a very long time.
Yeah.
And it was her first album release since her like other album, and I want to say like 2018. So her tickets were like extremely high in demand, and it was the same way in the sense of like a good seat even was $500.
yeah. Is that worth it? Like your favorite artist goes on tour in like 5 years. Like, do you spend that much money?
Yes. If it's your favorite artist and if you genuinely believe that this will be such a good experience for you, then yes. If it's not your favorite artist, if it's someone that you just like, then I don't think it is.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't know. I think like I love Taylor Swift, but I like had a budget in mind for the tickets when I did the pre-sale. Thankfully, I was able to get the tickets in like the price range that I wanted, but I think if it had been higher than what the amount of money that I had in mind, I wouldn't have done it, just because as much as I like want to see her, like you have to keep in mind like how much money it is. And I also think like for Taylor Swift, I just wanted to be in the room.
Yeah.
Like I didn't need to be in the pit or like the second row. Obviously I wanted good seats, but like for me, for a lot of the concerts that I go to, which I haven't even been to that many, but when I think of concerts, like I just want to be in the room, the energy, like people dancing, etc.
Yeah.
So for me, the view doesn't matter as much, which means I can get a seat that's a little bit less expensive because I don't care as much about where I'm sitting.
Yeah, I think most of it is just the atmosphere, like the fun and excitement of going and being there is just like a huge part of the experience as a whole.
I think that's what makes concerts so like amazing of an experience. How every single person in that room likes the same person as much as you. You all have a shared interest, and I think the atmosphere in that room is just something that you really can't create in other settings.
Yeah, and I feel like when you go, it's like you just have so much fun and you're so in the moment that it's like not all about where you're sitting, how much you spend. And it's like more on like being there and just experiencing it for yourself.
Now wait, is like post-concert depression a thing?
Yes, 110%. I miss Harry Styles so much, and I was literally in the nosebleeds, and he has no idea who I am, but I miss him.
Because I know people that cry when concerts are over.
I remember I cried after the first time I saw Harry Styles. Like, literally, like, he went off stage, and then Humble by Kendrick Lamar came on, and it was just like, oh my god, there's mascara coming down my face.
That song still traumatizes me.
Oh my god.
What do you guys think about like people who like are spending the whole concert like recording? Like Franni, you were talking about like being in the moment. When you guys go to concerts, do you like try to really be in the moment and like not record everything, or do you really like want to have everything on video?
So when I first started going to concerts, I got into the habit of recording everything. And recently, when I had just saw SZA and when I had saw Harry again for the second and the third time, I realized that I'm not enjoying this concert as much because I'm not even looking through my eyes. I'm looking through a phone screen.
Through the camera.
And it feels so different to me that I just started either if someone else was recording, I would have them send it to me at the end of the concert. Or, just remembering it for the moment because it is so much better. Because you take pictures, you take videos, it doesn't look as good as it did for your own eyes. So at SZA, I took probably 2 videos the whole night because seeing her in front of my face, it really made the experience what it was.
Yeah, I recently went to A Boogie with the Hoodie, the concert at Barclays Center, and the girl in front of me had a video recording for 30 minutes, like recorded the entire show, and I was like, at some point, like, are you gonna put your phone down and actually watch the performance?
Yeah, I think there's something. What I usually try to do is when it's my favorite songs, I record maybe part of that song and then I'm in the moment for the rest. So I have a lot when I go to concerts. I try to video a lot of it, but I also am like trying to be in the moment. I'm honestly trying to break the habit of only recording videos and looking through the camera instead of looking through my actual eyes.
Yeah, because I feel like when you're looking through the camera, it's still like you're on Instagram, just like looking at the concert videos posted from like a fan account. So like when I went to Harry Styles, like I only videotaped like the chorus of like one of my favorite songs, and for like 3 of the songs because I wanted to like be there and remember it.
Yeah. So to pivot a little bit, The Weeknd went on tour this summer and only came to New York 1 time, and everyone missed it basically. And now he's only touring Europe, and he's done. Like, and I wanted to see him so bad. Like, what are concerts that you guys like want to see so bad, even if the artist isn't coming?
Niall Horan.
I completely agree. He hasn't actually toured in a very, very long time, but he is announcing like music festival after music festival, and the only time that he's really going to be in our area is when he's going to be in Boston over Memorial Day weekend, which I will be at Taylor Swift anyway.
Yeah.
But Boston is also not that close to us, and I do wish that some artists expanded their horizon more, like they played in New York for more than one night, or even like let's think about the cities that artists never come to. Like we are blessed to be so close
To New York.
Yeah,
because
100%.
like what if you live in like
Utah.
Kansas
Yeah.
or Utah, exactly.
Like
Idaho.
Yeah. Idaho, yeah.
Yeah, and especially like as everyone's getting really excited for the Eras tour, like I keep seeing content about it, and a lot of people are commenting like, "I wish you were coming to my country." Like we're so lucky that she's even coming to the United States. Like
Right.
obviously she's from here, but like she hasn't. I'm sure she's gonna announce like an international leg of the tour, but she hasn't yet. So so there might be people who like she's not even coming to their country. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we're actually really lucky to be near like so many like MetLife, MSG, like so many of these big arenas to like see all these people and have them come.
Which I also feel like, I also feel like that contributes to the demand of the tickets because if they don't come around often and maybe you don't live in an area that's remote, then you're obviously going to want to go to the tour.
Yeah, like I think for Harry Styles it really showed because he only went to big cities when he was in the U.S. more recently. Like he had 15 nights in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
But we're only in the biggest cities. There were so many places that didn't get any shows.
So, our personal favorite concerts go.
I would probably say the second time that I saw Harry Styles, which was night 2 of his 15 night in Madison Square Garden.
I actually went to the same show as her, and I totally agree. I think I like that better than Harry Ween, which...
Wow. I think also Harry Styles, either my first Harry Styles concert, which was October 21st of 2021, or my second...
She has the date memorized, guys.
Yeah.
Or my second Harry Styles, or my third Harry Styles concert, which was September 7th of 2022.
Wow. I went to Pitbull twice, and I literally loved it. It was so fun. Pitbull was a big party. It was actually so fun. I loved A Boogie with the Hoodie, but we were in the pit, and we were, like, up against the fence. We were, like, right in the front, and we honestly got squished the whole time. And it was fun, but it's like, I cannot do that again. So I would say Pitbull's my favorite concert.
So when you guys go to concerts, do you like want to like see the set list before and like see all of the videos, or do you want to wait and have it like be a surprise?
I'm the type of person that I need to immediately look up the set list the day someone goes on tour and make a playlist and listen to that playlist on repeat. Have the order of the songs memorized, have every lyric to every song memorized. Like I can't go to a concert any other way.
Yeah.
I just have to make sure that I know the songs because I love singing along, even though I suck as a singer. But I just want to know like the songs that are going on, even if like Harry does have like surprises, or like when I saw 5 Seconds of Summer, they had like some surprise songs. But like I like knowing all the lyrics to the songs.
Yeah.
I think that the surprise is the best part of the whole show, but in the same way as Molly, like I do like knowing the overall set list. Like when Harry comes out and he sings Medicine, like his unreleased song, that's like a surprise. I love that, but overall I would like to know the general set list.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty bad feeling when you're at a concert and you don't know a song because you're
When
standing.
you don't know the words.
It's so awkward. You're just standing there. And even some concerts they bring out like guests and you like don't know like them or like their songs, and it's like really awkward.
Yeah.
I think I definitely want to know the set list, but like I keep seeing videos for like Taylor's tour that like show like the transition between 2 songs or like something like that, and I feel like that's part of what like makes the concert special. So I want to know the set list. Like I want to see her outfits, like they're so cool and stuff like that, but I am trying to like limit how many I'm seeing because I don't want there to be like no surprise whatsoever, that I know exactly what's gonna happen.
See, I wish I could be like that, but I physically don't have the patience to do that. So I was like watching a live stream the first night of Taylor Swift's tour. I need to just I wish that I could have the self-restraint to not know every aspect of a tour, but I don't like being surprised.
Now, tour merch, like we all want it, but what about the expense of tour merch? I bought one hoodie from A Boogie with the Hoodie. It was $75. One hoodie.
That's crazy.
That's
That's actually
insane.
crazy.
At SZA I paid $145 for a sweatshirt and a hat.
No. That's insane.
And I'm gonna get merch at every single concert I go to, but it is crazy expensive, and I think that a lot of venues and a lot of like planners don't handle it right because of also the demand of the merch. They don't have enough, or they jack up the prices, and then it's available to buy online a month later. I find it to be a very stupid thing, but I'm still gonna do it just like everybody else.
yeah.
I think I'll go in with a budget, and if I can get something that fits that, great, and if not, I can't. And I also feel like